K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
What's up, boo? Welcome to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and of course tonight you're joined by my co-host, Mr. Isiah Leong, and you are watching another episode of Kicking It with Isiah and Ace. That's right, we are back, and we have an awesome show for you tonight. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. This is one of my favorite shows. I absolutely love doing this show. You know why? You know why I love it so much? It's because it's so completely random. You never know what's going to be talked about or brought up on this show. So, Isiah, what do you have to say?
Well, what I have to say is I agree with you, Ace. This is one of my favorite shows, not only because, like you said, we don't really talk sports. It's just like a bunch of random, out of the blue, out of left field type of topics. So that's what I love about it. Plus, I can, sit back, relax, drink my can of Diet Coke, and just relax and have a good time. I mean, that's what this show is, all about. That's why I love it. And, it takes your mind off of sports. It's a nice, little break from it. So that's why I love it so much. But, it's a great day today, great off day. And I can't wait to, have some fun on tonight's program. And yes, this is my name for tonight because you already know I'm calling it right now. We're going to win the Super Bowl. It's so easy.
We're not supposed to be talking sports. What are you doing, homie?
I just had to throw in a little sports. That's it. Because we usually open with a football topic, but we don't have football, so I just threw that out there.
All right. You know what? It's all good, man. It's all good. But that's why it's called Kicking It with Isiah and Ace, because whatever we do, we just kind of hang out. Anything goes on the show. Anything goes. All right. So let's go ahead and welcome in the special guest we have for you tonight. Number one, we'll start out with the man from the John Alcorn Show. That's right, John Alcorn. Go ahead and pop him up here on the screen. How you doing tonight, my man? The brand new fan of the Pittsburgh Monsters, Mr. John Alcorn.
First of all, I say you're freaking delusional. The 49ers are not winning this next week. But just happy to be here. I can't wait till this weekend when you see the Isiah videos and him crying about the Niners not making the Super Bowl. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be great. And hopefully I do not lose my voice this weekend.
All right. And then, of course, let's go ahead and welcome in our next guest. She's back. That's right. She goes by Christy Wilson. Go ahead and welcome her in. What is going on, Christy Wilson?
I'm good, and I got company.
Oh, look at that. You got your little kitty cat going. We also have Brandon Herrera up here in the comments saying, what is up, Ace and Mr. Wild Takes? That's right. Isiah's Mr. Wild Takes.
Mr. Wild Takes.
Wild Takes. You can change it from Wild Thing to Wild Takes now.
Wild Takes.
Wild Takes. You make my show stank. I don't know.
We're already like around.
I'm just saying, okay.
Program, it's amazing.
That was good. That was so good.
Okay, so how about we go ahead? Oh, look at that. We have somebody who's never been on the show before.
Sarge!
Welcome in, Sarge.
He was here and now he's gone.
Did his internet kick him out?
Come
on, Sarge.
He's back.
Yay!
No,
yeah, there we go.
Welcome in, Sarge. What's going on, Sarge? Welcome to an episode of Kicking It with Isiah and Ace. Welcome.
See, I got confused because I thought it was Kicking Isiah, so I got a little confused.
So here we go.
Well, get ready, Sarge, though. Your mental health may be affected based on what I say may say tonight.
So,
let me get my
Sarge,
boots on.
how many ever times you've watched the show, I have no idea. But as you know, on this show, basically anything goes. Like, this show just gets wild and crazy at times. So you never know what's going to be said on this show. But our first topic tonight, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is because this actually popped up on TikTok. So does everybody remember? And no, we don't actually talk a lot about sports, but this topic was just too good to pass up. Does everybody remember in that wild Chiefs and Bills game when you had that fan that ran on the field?
Mm-hmm.
So they actually had a TikTok video of this fan and sitting in the stands, and his friend was next to him, and his friend takes his TikTok video and he's talking to the guy, and the guy's like, "Hey man, I'll give you $1,000 if you run on the field." And his friend's like, "So you'll give me $1,000 to run on the field and spend a night in the drunk tank, and his friend's like, yeah, I'll give you $1,000 right now if you go run on the field. And the guy's like, all right, next thing you know, at the next break, he goes and jumps and runs on the field. His friend paid him $1,000 to go run and jump on the field, and they get arrested and go to the drunk tank. So
And he got tackled before he even got there.
So Isaiah, I'll start out with you. Is $1,000 worth it to you? Like, what's your thoughts? The guy's offered $1,000 to go run on the field, and then he gets tackled.
Well, for me, yeah, of course, it's worth it because here's why. Because not only would you get the money, right? Not only would you get the money, but you would also be famous all over TikTok, all over social media, because even though it's bad publicity at this point, nowadays nobody really cares about that anymore. Plus, if Kevin Harlan is doing your games, you would probably have a legendary moment of Kevin Harlan calling, you running onto the field and him being like, there's a guy on the field. Now he's drunk. He's running around and stuff in that. So, yeah, of course, I would definitely do it. I hope that the Levi Stadium security is not watching right now because I work there. I don't want to get caught. But yeah, I definitely for sure would do it because then I would be known as a living legend.
Yeah, but the thing to remember though, Isaiah, is if you run on the field, not only do you spend a night in the drunk tank, but a lot of times they don't allow you back at the stadium. So
Ban you
could potentially get banned from running on the stadium. So if this guy's a Chiefs fan, he's not going to be allowed back at Arrowhead again. And so is $1,000 worth it to you? I mean, honestly.
Well, I mean, I would not do it at Levi's. I would do it at, CenturyLink Field for sure. I would do it in Arizona. I would do it in LA. But no, I would definitely want to run onto the field one time just to have like the publicity and be known for it. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Sarge, I'm going to go to you. Is this $1,000 worth it to you if your friend tells you to run and jump on the field?
How much liquid courage do I have?
Well, I mean, if
How
you
many
want
beers would you be willing to drink?
I'm just saying, if you're telling him you need that liquid courage first, maybe that's what you need to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Then I can show my skills and I might be able to get signed on to a team.
Try and show your juke moves on the field.
Oh yeah, I can do a mean stiff arm. Probably break my arm, but hey, why not?
Well, he got tackled by Stephon Diggs, man.
See, he didn't juke right. He juke left.
Oh, Diggs knocked him out? Cool.
Right, yeah, it was Stephon Diggs. But I was just looking at that going, is it really worth it? Because the guy looked like a diehard Chiefs fan. And so obviously it's like, okay, now I'm screwed because I can't go back. I don't think that was the thought process as he's trying to do it. He's probably thinking, I spent a night in the drunk tank. Cool. But not only that, but usually you actually get a fine if you do that though too. So you get fined. How much is the fine? Well, it really depends. You might get banned from the stadium.
Watch it be $1,000.
Yeah.
That would be funny because then you're doing it for absolutely nothing. So,
Exactly.
so John, what is your thoughts on this? Would $1,000 be worth it to you?
What idiot would actually do this? I mean, think about it. So let's say your friend bets you $1,000. Well, number one, it's going to take you probably more than $1,000 to get out of jail. So really, $1,000 is null and void. Makes no sense at all. If that is exactly what you want to be famous for, then you really got a lot of issues you need to see a therapist for, because there's absolutely, you could not pay me any amount of money. I don't want to turn into the next Jackson Mahomes here. We're trying to leave a positive impact on this earth, not some cringe-worthy dances that distract or be Patrick Mahomes' fiance throwing champagne on the fans. No, I would not be that stupid to do that. That to me is insane. You could pay me to see, but now you can't go to that stadium. Well, what about this stadium? Well, then you probably won't be able to go to that one either. And you're a diehard Chiefs fan, which means you're never going to be able to see them play again.
So Brandon left a comment that said Sarge would do it during a baseball to just show his skills at looking at a third strike in softball. Twice.
Twice.
Not once, but twice. He does it twice.
Mhm.
I have to know, Sarge, how does that feel getting struck out twice in slow pitch?
It was a mean curveball. That's all I gotta say.
Isaiah, you can't laugh. You made Steven's girlfriend look like Deion Sanders. So
You
Hey,
wouldn't believe it. I was standing up at the plate, and that curveball, man, the slow pitch was moving so fast I couldn't see it, and it was a mean curveball, man.
All I could do was just laugh every time. I laughed at both times. I'm like, I knew it.
Oh yeah,
It was that mean Clayton Kershaw curveball that just pops up and then goes down.
Mhm.
hey man, the one thing I will say about that though is in the league that I played in, there is this guy that, no joke, his name's Pat, and this dude pitches a wicked curveball. He pitches a curveball and a knuck, and it's like two of the most wicked pitches you'll possibly see in slow pitch, because it looks like it's coming right at you, and then it's boink and just drops, and you're like, that's insane. So anyway, Christy, your thoughts on $1,000? I'll give you $1,000 to go run on the field.
Nope. Not that crazy. I don't care how much liquid courage it takes. I wouldn't do it. It's like, I'm not going to jail. I don't want to go to jail.
So I'm saying, hi guys, the guy can now go around, say he got tackled by Diggs. I mean, I guess that's one benefit. You can say, I got tackled by Stephon Diggs.
Something to tell his
Let's
grandchildren
prove
in the future. Look, dude, I'm right out on the field, and
So-
Stephon Diggs tackled me.
We have a question for Isaiah. And Brandon saying, would Isaiah run on the field or court to get a kiss and pinch the butt of Lance Austin Reeves?
No comment, because I'm trying to keep this show PG.
Oh, okay.
It's kicking it, man. It's kicking it.
He's kicking it.
It's kicking it. Anything goes, brother.
it's okay as long as you don't walk in the wind's restroom again. We'll be fine.
Ooh.
Right? All right.
I'll say this. I'll give him a hug. I wouldn't do, the kiss or the pinch of the butt.
Right.
No way. No way. For sure.
No way. Okay, no,
No
way.
way.
No way.
I would be on, dude. If I did that, I would be on Sports Center for who knows how many years.
You don't want to have another J.R. Smith incident.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. But let me tell you, so our next one, and when I read this, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So this just broke a Guinness World Record.
Hmm.
And when I saw this, I'm like, this is crazy. So new Guinness World Record. There was a Siberian marathon. So they ran this marathon in Siberia. And it was the coldest race ever ran. And the Siberian marathon, they ran this marathon at a degrees to where it was minus 63.4 degrees.
Frostbite.
No.
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 So I'll start out with John in this one. John, your thoughts on this 63.4 degrees?
I'd rather stay inside for 6 months. There is no way you could pay me to do this. I plan on living and having children, and I prefer not to do this.
Right.
So even if it was a very, very short race, would you do it if it was like, this is a marathon, I get it, but if it was very, very short and somebody's like, hey, I'll pay you to go out there and run in this weather, would you do it?
If you paid, the only way I would maybe consider it, and again, even then I would say no, but you pay my rent for the rest of my life, you pay for my college, and you pay for my gas and food. Maybe I'll consider it. I would still say no.
So Brandon saying run F that, because we know that Brandon doesn't want to run, so he's saying really run F that, and it sounds like John wouldn't.
Running's not the issue. It's more of the how
the cold weather
temperatures get that low.
Yeah, at one point they said it was supposed to get to like negative 75 at one point, and so I'm like, that.
How is that possible?
That's football weather right there.
No, it's not. It's how cold it would probably get up in
Isaiah,
Alaska.
You got cold in 57 degrees weather, so no.
There's no way you can. So, Sarge, how about you? Would you attempt to do this?
So yesterday I did a thing yesterday in 30-degree weather. That was no fun. But I have done the polar bear plunges when I was up in Montana.
Ooh.
So, yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
If it's short, then yeah. I mean, I'm there for the experience.
This is a marathon, though. This
Yeah.
was a flat out marathon.
Well, I'll probably still be frozen. I'll freeze. I'll be frozen in place. I'll have my own little shrine. It's just be my body, mummified. I'm a Siberian now,
Oh, jeez.
like a Siberian tiger.
I know that they said it was so cold that after they ran this thing, that when they went to get coffee and like hot chocolate afterwards, and if you were outside, your drinks immediately froze. It was that cold.
Why would you drink outside? Like, I'm not a scientist or a smart.
Well, because
smart,
because they immediately get done and then they go, we're so cold, we need drinks. So they walk over to grab the drinks, and once you pour it in there, it freezes. So you have no chance to drink it whatsoever until you're like, okay, I need to go inside.
Right.
It's that cold.
That'd suck if you had to go pee outside.
Yes,
Yeah,
that would definitely suck. I don't think I could handle that. I really don't think I could. I ran a lot of races in my time. I've done different like mud races and things like that in cold weather, but I've never done something that cold. That is crazy. So, Isaiah, how about you?
Oh boy.
Without a doubt in my mind, I would absolutely do it because I'm like
You can't handle. You can't even
want-
handle 57-degree weather. You complain
Hey.
at 57 degrees.
You complain about the rain when it was raining in San Francisco.
So no, you can't handle cold weather.
It
Neither
No.
can I.
depends though. Like, do we have like extra layers on, or do they have
It
like?
doesn't
It's
matter.
completely
It's
up-
negative
Doesn't
completely
matter.
60
It's
degrees.
way below zero.
It's negative 60 degrees.
Hey,
No.
no, I know it's cold outside, but like they say, when you run, you start feeling the heat. So
It's
I would
negative
absolutely
60
do it.
degrees. Those are not human temperatures, sir.
No,
Wait
they're
till you
not.
sweat, Isaiah. Like I sweated yesterday in 30-degree weather, and it didn't feel good.
Mm.
I would
So-
definitely do it though, just for the experience. Because
So
I'm like
s-
hard, life is too short. Why not?
So, speaking of cold, Isaiah, I'm going to ask you this question really quick. What do you call water that's cold?
Ice.
Okay.
I passed the test.
Yeah.
Cold water? Is that what you want me to say?
No. I was gonna say you actually got it. Okay.
Oh.
So anyways, so it sounds like Isaiah would actually do it, but Brandon is saying, yeah, Isaiah would do it streaking too.
He has to say Frank the Tank.
I would, but then like I would be halfway frozen during the middle of the
Yeah.
race, and I would probably be like, I'll be like posed like this, like a statue,
The middle of the race? I don't even think you would get to the middle of the race.
I
You're
don't
just
think
gonna
you
sit
would
outside
either.
and you'll all bit
He
freeze,
turned to a
like off the movie
popsicle.
The day after tomorrow.
Exactly. I don't even think you would make it that far in the race before you froze.
Nope.
I would just
What?
be, I would be like a stat or a popsicle like this with my arms stretched out, and I'd just be frozen there. And people would come back in history later on and just be like, oh yeah, that's the guy that 300 years froze to death like that while trying to run that race in negative whatever 60-degree weather it was.
Like make 63 degrees below zero.
63, yeah.
Hey,
I would
I
live
gave
on
them a
in
lot of
history.
credit. I gave these people a lot of credit for doing it. Now, there was I think they said there was about 100 people that showed up,
Mm-hmm.
and they said half of them, once they got there, they got out of their car, they showed up there, and they said, nope, and they got right back in their car, and they left. So over half of them took off.
Good for them.
So-
They're
Good
smart.
for them.
So I'm saying, knowing Isaiah, he'll trip over the fence before getting on. So
No, I would get stuck on the fence because the fence would be too cold.
Right.
See, he's gonna be like that Michelangelo painting. They're like his fingers about to touch or something like that. That's what it's gonna look like.
Or
so
the
I think Isaiah would be that type of person that when he's standing there in cold weather, like that, John would be like, "Hey, Isaiah, go ahead and stick your tongue on that metal pole." And Isaiah
I
would
triple
be
dog
like,
dare ya.
and Isaiah would be like, "Okay, I'll do it."
You wouldn't have to triple dog dare him for it either.
nah.
I've
No,
honestly wanted to try that before.
Oh,
Just to
God.
see how it felt.
Do it.
he'd probably do it for like a meal at McDonald's if you offered him
Or a cup of
meal at
coffee. It's a
McDonald's, he'd
back-
Get
probably
like a
do it.
like a Big Mac and an order of fries.
He probably would. All right, so Christy, this one's coming to you. We were
Well,
just
so-
talking about the race.
Yeah, someone who lived in a very cold state as a kid, I just wouldn't do it. Not a chance.
Yeah, but I don't know if you've experienced that cold.
No, I lived in Alaska for 6 years as a kid, and it would get really cold. Maybe not that cold, but very cold. Still wouldn't do it.
I'm just trying to imagine running in that cold of weather right there. I mean, whoo, buddy.
Correction, Brandon. It is a Costco pumpkin pie.
Oh, Costco pumpkin pie. Okay. Yes, he
Oh,
would
yeah.
do it for a Costco.
You would do it
pumpkin
for
pie.
yeah.
Oh, I
Costco.
But the
love
thing is,
pumpkin
how
pie.
would you
Oh.
get the Costco pumpkin pie when your tongue is stuck and your tongue falls off? And your teeth are like shattered. So
Yeah,
the pie would.
Now,
you wouldn't be able to
Squishy.
eat
You
it.
can mush it up and drink it.
if you
Popcorn.
ask me if I would do this, I would say, you know what? I would probably try it just to gain the experience. I
Right.
probably would. I would try it and just be like, I tried it just so I could be like, hey, I was part of history. I wanted to go out there and try it so I could be part of that Guinness World Record to where I'm like, hey, I was in that race. I can't say I finished it, but I tried it. And I got about a quarter of the way through and I said, screw it, I'm done. And then I got back in my car. But at least trying it, at least you're doing something productive. But I'm not going to be like Isaiah and be like, yeah, you know what? I would do it streaking. I would do it. You know, I would run the whole
I would
race
play
or whatever.
football in that weather, to be honest. Get me a helmet, get me some pads, lace them up, let's go.
Oh, Isaiah.
I don't think that would be enough to keep you warm.
No, I definitely don't think it would be enough to keep you warm. It's barely enough to keep you warm at like -5, to be perfectly honest. It's cold enough. All right.
Let me be
So-
the quarterback though, so I don't get hit. That's the thing.
Ay.
That would not be a very good. Oh my god, that's a scrawny. Oh, never mind.
What's up, mess around, Dave? Hope you're having a good night. Yeah. So I think we're kind of mixed here to where we're saying if we were a part of that, some of us would try it, but some of us were saying it's too cold. I know John's saying it's too cold. Christy, you're saying it's too cold. -63 degrees. Why not? Give it a shot. All right. So we can go into our next topic. So when we talk about our next topic, this is something that Ohio is planning to do if they kind of change things around just a little bit. So what Isaiah is saying, or not Isaiah, Ohio, not Isaiah, sorry. Isaiah would do this though, trust me. Ohio has a plan to try and legalize drinking beer and buying it at the age of 19 years old. However, intoxicating liquor doesn't count. Just beer at the age of 19. But not liquor.
What was the question?
What?
So, I was saying Ohio has a plan to where they're trying to get it into place to where if you're 19 years old, you can buy and drink beer, but you cannot buy or drink any intoxicating liquor. Sarge, what do you think about that?
Vodka, Scott.
I know in some states you can buy like a non-alcoholic liquor or non-alcoholic beer when you're 18. I mean, if it's non-alcoholic, I can see something like that. But here in Washington, they passed a law where you have to be like 21 now to smoke or something like that. I don't
Mhm.
know. Because to go in those little specialty smoke shops, you have to be 21 as well. So I'd say no, I don't like it.
All right, so let me answer this question for Mess Around Dave really quick. Mess Around Dave, what we're talking about, you're saying, what are we trying? Basically, what we're talking about is that they in Siberia, they ran a marathon where it was minus 63.4 degree weather. And so we're all talking about whether you would have attempted to try it or not, because it was a Guinness World Record. It was the coldest marathon ever ran. And so we're saying, would you try it? Maybe, maybe not. All right, so Sarge, you're saying you don't know if you agree with this or not.
No, I wouldn't agree with it.
All right. Christy, how about you?
Don't like it. Absolutely don't like it.
You don't like that at the age of 19?
Nope.
Well, this is the thing. I don't get the
I
and mess
love it when
around
I was
saying
19, I mean, heck.
and mess around saying, could you see me running? You're right, I couldn't. But this is the thing though, because technically at the age of 18 you're allowed to vote. So if you're
Yeah.
allowed to vote at the age of 18 and everything, why shouldn't you be allowed to kind of drink beer at the age of 18?
Because you're putting toxins in your body, if you really think about it. I
Yep.
mean,
Yeah.
I can see that. So
Huh.
I can't talk much about it because I've probably broken every single rule about that. So.
What's
I
up, James?
do.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I just got to my location out in the country, so I was seeing how the Wi-Fi works and all that. So I should be on here for a little bit.
All right. So Isaiah, I know what you're gonna think on this. Oh yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and do this, right?
So the question was, when I think about legalizing beer at 19, is that correct?
Well, because Ohio is talking about trying to make that a law to where you can buy beer and drink beer at the age of 19, but not if it's intoxicating liquor. So it can't be intoxicating, just beer.
So it can't be like whiskey or vodka or
No,
anything.
it can't
like
be
that.
any
Okay.
type of nothing like that. It has to be strictly beer.
I mean, if you can vote, why not let you drink? I don't understand the logic by that. I mean, see, this is there's two sides to this. One side is like, if you have some of these folks that are young, immature, and then they just drink too much and they get addicted to it, then obviously you got problems. But for a lot of people, you just want to have that one or two beers to celebrate, if your team wins a championship or anything like that. Like, why not? Like, if you're old enough to vote, you should be able to drink. So I honestly would be for it, as long as it's just beer. If it's like whiskey, vodka, all of the other stuff, yeah, that's I think way too strong. But if it's only beer, then yeah, why not?
All right, John.
This is stupid.
This is stupid.
because it literally in
Okay.
any, I guess in some laws there's always, oh, you could do this, but then there's always not necessarily a loophole, but it's kind of like, I guess for me it's a little bit of 50-50. It just doesn't make any sense, because I think regardless on the specific law, regardless of which way they go, there's always going to be complications. Like we said about college football, there's not like a really, I think, a right answer here. Obviously, back in the day, it used to be 18, and they did change. Seriously, they smoke. I think it's 21 now. They do card with 21 but for smoking and drinking. But I think that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, what's the point of trialing it, knowing that it's not going to go well? Guys that are like me that look like they're 14, but they're actually 24. I don't know. I don't really feel too good about that.
All right, Christy.
Not a fan of this at all. I mean, I did dumb stuff at 19 myself, so nope.
James?
Okay, the topic was moving the law to 18.
Okay, so
they-
yeah, so Ohio is basically trying to make it legal to where at the age of 19 you can buy and drink beer, but you could not for intoxicating liquor. So you couldn't drink any liquor, just beer.
this feels like a benefit for college students, right? Um, Instead of underage people getting in trouble for drinking, and then everybody else getting in trouble at those parties, this could be a good thing. The thing is, as Isaiah mentioned, with the addiction starting at a younger age, there's kids that drink anyway, you know, earlier than that. So I can see it working, but then again, I think all those stats about, drunk drivers and, people dying because of drinking, all that will go up dramatically because younger kids have got to, you know, are they could get it legally. So it'll benefit the college students, but you have to worry about everybody else. So I'm kind of 50-50 about it, hearing this for the first time.
All right, so James, let me get you caught up to speed about the last two topics we just had here, and you can kind of give your input really quick on those. So the first topic that we had was, you remember at the Chiefs and Bills game when that fan ran on the field?
Mhm.
So there was a TikTok video of the guy, and his friend basically told him, you know what, I'll give you $1,000 if you run on the field. So to you, is $1,000 worth it to go run on a field?
First of all, social media. I know we're on social media right now, but it's made things worse. Visually, you have people doing things you never seen before because, now everybody has cameras, and now more dares are happening. Um, Morally, I want it, but if I'm not in the right stage of mind, I would like consider it, but I don't think I would do it personally. I think more money would have to be involved, and then I wonder how much the bill would have been. So if anybody knows that, maybe next year I have a couple of chances. The Raiders play Rams and Chargers in LA. So if I'm dared to go by a certain amount of money, I just might do that.
All right. And so our next one before this Ohio one that we had was, there was a Guinness World Record that was broken in Siberia, because in Siberia they ran a marathon when the temperature was negative 63.4 degrees.
Uh,
James,
Wow.
you want to join my football team on that field?
yeah. Man, that's wild. Like, I wonder how fast they were going. I hope they have layers on upon layers. I wonder what the reward was for that, or if they're just plain out crazy in Siberia. I didn't know it could get that cold in Siberia either. So I'm new to that, I guess. But every time we hear about Siberian sports, we think about those teams that are in just uh, bad places to be in. I guess not saying Detroit Pistons, but like all of Detroit could be sports Siberia. But I didn't want to say the Pistons, but I did.
Would you try it?
No. I would. Well, it'd keep me warm, but man, you said negative 64.
Yeah, negative 63.4. You
I
would be
can't
part of a world record.
I can't even imagine doing that. Uh, and I'm naturally warm too because of all the weight I have. So maybe that would get me for a minute out there, but that'd be it. Probably a minute.
All right. So then we can go ahead and jump into our next topic, which and this topic has kind of been going around the news and kind of through social media and everything else. This is where we talk about, the truck full of 100 monkeys that crashed.
What?
And some of the monkeys disappeared. They can't find the monkeys anymore.
Oh my god.
And then, yeah, they can't find them anymore. And then some people that have come in contact with these monkeys, they're now saying that they're experiencing some kind of sickness or some kind of random symptoms of sickness. So I don't exactly know what these monkeys are or whatever, or where these monkeys have gone, but they up and disappeared. It's like a very weird situation that's been going on. So everyone's like, oh, watch out for those dang monkeys that have up and disappeared. So Sarge, what's your thoughts on these monkeys that up and disappeared?
I'm just monkeying around right now. I don't know.
It was nice knowing you, but unfortunately, your termination has been dealt. So please turn in your badge of gun for that dad joke. Thank you, sir.
So I'm going to keep going on that one. But you were talking about that. My head kind of went like, this is like a real world Barrel of Monkeys game that's going on, or the movie Outbreak is happening for real,
Oh god. Maybe a little bit of both.
or both.
Yeah,
that's the often way we
Or
need it.
both.
I'm just trying to figure out how monkeys just disappear and nobody can find them. I mean, honestly, it wrecked on a highway. How far can they go? To be perfectly
Gotta be
honest,
trees somewhere.
how far can they go?
Yeah.
Just leave bananas out. You'll find them.
So that's
can.
why Curious George is on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's definitely interesting because I'm kind of wondering where the monkeys are and what the monkeys were for. What the heck were they doing with 100 monkeys in a truck?
A zoo.
It didn't mention anything about a zoo.
Oh, okay.
They were doing something with 100 monkeys in a truck.
Mm.
I don't know what they were doing.
I got it.
You got
So,
it? Okay.
Yeah, because we know the story, like monkeys jumping on the bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It never
Yeah,
keeps going down.
Right.
So those monkeys who went to the doctor, they went to that truck.
Hmm.
Yeah, they went to that truck, right? Yeah.
Conspiracy.
And then the truck wrecked and then they all disappeared. So if anybody wants a pet monkey, you can go find these monkeys. They're out there somewhere. You can go find them somewhere. I've always wanted a pet monkey. I thought it would be pretty cool to have a pet monkey.
I had a relative who had a pet monkey.
It would be really cool.
I couldn't do it because what if he gets really mad and starts flicking?
Feces at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've dealt with kids, and if you throw faces on me, no, bye. No, pets are cool, but for me, a pet monkey, I don't know how I would deal with waking up in the middle of the night and hearing a monkey sound. That would be
Just
very
throw it back, John. Just throw it back.
okay. Well, it may be
Give them
tempting.
their own taste of their own medicine. Do it.
Just
I'm always-
put on the gloves and chuck it like Tom Brady does the football, or Patrick Mahomes does the Tyreek Hill.
I've told the wife that when we decide to renew our vows, I want a monkey in our wedding to renew our vows.
Yes.
I'm guessing that didn't go over so well.
Hmm.
Not technically, no.
Oh.
All right. So Isaiah, what's your thoughts on the monkeys?
Man, I wish Callan was on the show tonight so that he could see how many times he'd walk off the set. I'm like you, Ace. I've always wanted a pet monkey, to be honest, because you're talking to the same guy who, on my spare time, I'm still watching Curious George. In fact, I was watching Curious George the other day as well. So, I mean, why not have a pet monkey?
Okay, hold on.
wait.
I said I wanted a pet monkey. I didn't sit here and say that I still watch Curious George.
Oh, God.
Wait, let me
There's
make
a
this
difference
clear.
in wanting a pet monkey.
While I do
Curious
watch
George.
SpongeBob and the occasional old school Blue's Clues, what are you talking about?
But monkeys are smart creatures, They
Isaiah,
are smart creatures. They're not
that's the problem. I don't want a monkey trying to do something smart in my house. I don't want to hear it clanking in the middle of the night going monkey sounds all over the place. No. I want to go to bed
I
in
would,
peace,
I
knowing
would
that
definitely
there's
have a monkey as an assistant. Like,
dude.
I mean, it
I don't
would
want to
make life
wake
so
up
much more
in the middle
easier.
of the night with poo on the wall. No, I do not want
So-
poo on the wall in the middle of the night.
Well, that's why a lot of people, when they have pet monkeys, they put them in diapers.
It's true.
But
Oh, apparently they have dog diapers too. I didn't know. Sorry.
Oh,
and so we do have a question from Callan though. Now he's saying, what's worse, John dealing with kids or dealing with Isaiah?
Let me make this very clear. I have worked with kids. I've nearly wanted to throw a kid out the window. Obviously, obviously there are ways we get rid of our stress working with kids. By screaming in your car, which I've done multiple times. Please see the difference with Isiah. It's not necessarily completely because of Isiah. He's in another state. I don't have the kid going in front of me going, meh, 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 meh. Isiah's in another state, so he could just click off the stream and there's nothing I can do about it. But with the kid, they're literally right in front of you. And that's the problem because you can't do anything. You're just in your head screaming. But with Isiah, he's in another state. Even though I know where he lives, he's in another state. So, there's not much I can really do. But I would have to say kids easy because they're right in front of you, and you want to just.
All right, so Christy, your thoughts on these 100 monkeys?
well,
Monkey see,
I
monkey do.
don't want a monkey as a pet, but I'd rather deal with monkeys than say what happened in my town recently where we had a mountain lion roaming around the streets for a little bit. Yeah, I'm not kidding, Isaiah.
Oh,
There was a mountain lion lurking around in my town recently, and
Is it gone though, or is it still?
it got shot. Yeah, it got shot.
Well,
worry.
Isaiah would be that type of person that's like, a mountain lion? I want to go. I want to go pet it.
Go pet. Yeah, I can just see it now. I can think it goes up.
We
to
actually-
Here, kitty.
We actually had reports in my neighborhood like a month ago. We actually had reports that there was a bobcat lurking around, and
Definitely don't want to mess with mountain lions or bobcats for that matter.
No, I've watched enough Madagascar. You don't mess with animals.
Isaiah would try and find it.
Probably.
I did in the middle of the night. I went out to try
Oh
to
my
look for a
God.
bobcat. It was great.
Isaiah, you get scared because of a spider, and I don't blame you. I scream like a girl with a spider. I get scared of spiders too, but do you not see the logic here, Adam? He gets scared of a spider, but not a bobcat that can actually.
Or a
Yeah,
mountain lion.
it's kind of backwards. But James, your thoughts on these 100 monkeys in a barrel? I'm just kidding. It's
100
true.
monkeys in a barrel.
Now this was in Pennsylvania, right?
Huh?
This was in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you've heard of monkeys jumping off the bed. Okay.
Yeah,
jumping
which
off-
is
Now there's an update here saying that all of the animals are accounted for.
Hmm.
They escaped and whatnot, but they all have been rescued, if you want to use that term.
Hmm.
Again, yeah, I'm trying to find, where they were going. If it's a laboratory or a zoo.
Circus.
Yeah, like first of all, who has the money to get all those, monkeys? Is it
Barnum and Bailey's.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. A circus, sure. But we've seen where like circuses now have holograms of elephants instead of using real elephants. Or
That's different.
Either kind of shut them down. So that's really changing. I'm looking for anything for the reason and where they were going, but I do not see anything.
It never came out with a reason that I saw.
I have it here. So they were on their way to a CDC approved quarantine facility
Oh.
after arriving from Kennedy Airport in New York from near Madagascar. Let's just say that.
Why are they quarantining a monkey?
I don't know. Maybe doing a study or something that they can get it. They could get a virus or whatever. But they cost up to $10,000 each, by the way.
Oh my God.
So that's what this
A lot of
article-
money for a monkey.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have much. Just some eyewitnesses pulled over and tried to help. try to, grab anybody that could, all the escapees, but there wasn't really much they could do. I just wonder how they got them all, round up, but they must have had a bunch of people out there, somehow, swaying them in by, I don't want to say bananas, but something had to be done to get all of them back in. But yeah, they're getting quarantined some reason in from New York and then going through Pennsylvania, but I don't know where they were going to. It doesn't say.
Wow.
My
Yeah, I was
biggest
gonna say-
fear was a childhood book I read coming to life, and unfortunately, this has come true, and this would be a nightmare.
This is like Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Ugh.
And so Ishmael makes a great point. He said, OMG, Isaiah trying to chase a bobcat. Forget Tiger King. We need a Bobcat King as a show with Isaiah.
I want to see that. Do that.
I would pay to see that in person.
Yeah, to
Front
see
row.
Isaiah say, "Here, kitty, kitty," to the bobcat.
Let's have a show where I'm trying to tame a bobcat. Let's do it.
That would never happen.
We're trying to
Got the
name a
same
Bobcat.
injury as a kid. You got the
Yeah, it
all that
would
nothing.
maul you.
Isaiah would do it. Isaiah would do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into our final topic tonight before we get to our, usually end of the little game that we always play. But so our final question tonight, and yes, this was brought on by none other than my co-host Isaiah. He's the one who wanted to do this topic. So guys, be prepared because this is going to get crazy in here. So he wanted to talk about because he wanted to talk about your favorite ingredients to put on a breakfast burrito.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my, what?
He wanted to talk about this.
Okay.
So I'm going to start out with Sarge. Sarge, your favorite ingredients to put on a breakfast burrito.
Isaiah, why?
I want to hear Isaiah's first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
let's do
afraid
Isaiah first.
Bacon Fruit Loops. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding, Isaiah.
So, oh gosh. All right, so mine's gonna be with crispy hash browns in it with some sausage.
And he froze.
Our trolls.
Like he's
He's
frozen
smiling at you.
describing his breakfast burrito.
He's smiling at you. He's smiling. I like it.
Oh,
He's back.
He's back. Okay,
So,
he's back.
so you kind of
back.
froze there, Tim. So we didn't hear you.
Oh, I said bacon and Fruit Loops.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. So I'd go with like crispy. Gotta get those crispy hash browns inside of it. Egg. Gotta get the sausage in there. Some mushrooms. Then get some
Crispy bacon.
habanero hot sauce in there. Then
got the Sarge style breakfast burrito.
grows hair on your chest. Want to see?
No.
Just kidding. Just kidding. And a little bit of monkey meat in there as well. Let's just top it off.
Oh,
If you're
no.
wondering where the monkeys went, come find me.
Right? So everybody's been waiting for this. So I have to do this. Isaiah is up. His favorite
Don't say
ingredient on a
Cheerios.
breakfast burrito.
If you say Cheerios,
All right, Isaiah.
Well, first of all, Sarge, you can thank the little drink I had at 2 a.m. in the morning when I messaged Adam, or 12 a.m. last night when I messaged Adam all this stuff at 12:30 a.m. On text because I was bored out of my mind. I had nothing to do. So, for me, it's simple. You got to start with the eggs, right? First of all, you got to start with the tortilla. You got to fry it up a little bit. Then the ingredients in it would be eggs, bacon, cheese, obviously, cheddar, Swiss cheese as well, maybe jack cheese too, And then you gotta have some mushrooms in it. You gotta have some tomatoes in it. And then I would also put, you know, that bun that McDonald's uses for their McGriddle, right? That
Pancake.
Pancake.
maple syrup.
Pancake.
Well, I would shove that in there as well because that resembles breakfast. And then the last two ingredients I would put on my list would be Fruit Loops and it would be Cheerios because I
Isaiah.
love
Oh my
Cheerios.
god, I was joking. I'm
Jeez.
sorry, Big B. I was
Oh,
joking.
mute his
And
mic.
he pulls out the container of
Love
Cheerios.
Oh my God! Fruit
Yikes.
Loops and Cheerios.
Ew, that's too much.
Oh, I never want to eat a breakfast burrito again.
He's a Fruit Loop himself.
That's a Texas sin right there, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, John, please save this.
Oh, easy. Applewood smoked bacon,
Yummy.
jalapeno cheese, at least a slice or two, tater tots, eggs, salsa. Again, but it depends on the salsa.
Mhm.
Obviously, you fry not fry, but you cook the tortilla, corn or flour, depending on who you are. Obviously, no Cheerios or Fruit Loops. What kind of God green earth thinking are you thinking, Isaiah? And then I would end with, I think that's pretty much it. Maybe some gravy, depending on what the breakfast burrito is inside it.
Cheerios and Fruit Loops.
Oh my god! I have worked with kids, and I had my grandma who who had dementia. Even then, they would not put Cheerios in their breakfast burrito.
All right, Christy.
I don't eat breakfast burritos, but if I were to have one, I would probably go, of course, with the egg, shredded cheese, probably do some sausage, some hash browns, and then
Man,
after
we
you
got a
wrap it
party
up and stuff,
up
you
in here.
top it with some more
Welcome us
cheese.
Welcome and mess around now. He's here.
Hey,
What
All
up?
right,
what up?
all right, James. Breakfast burrito.
Well, I love putting Cocoa Pebbles in my burrito.
Bruh, sorry,
Little
James.
Cocoa
but-
Pebbles for me there.
Mm-mm.
So James,
Add some Wheaties in there. No.
Okay, James.
That's right. Oh, no.
All right. Well, first I would get the avocado tortillas. Those taste kind of better. But I'll say just like a California burrito. And it was funny. I was just talking to people about this. Have you ever had a California burrito for breakfast? And I'm thinking to myself, no, I don't think I've ever had one. I've had one at 2:30, 3 a.m., but never after sleeping. So anyway, I have to go sausage, bacon, melted cheese, any type of potatoes really, like French fries. You could diced potatoes O'Brien. What else? Eggs for sure. Scrambled eggs. You gotta have that. And I'm really plain. I don't like really spicy stuff, so I think that's really it for mine. I'm really simple when it comes to all that.
So Ishmael's saying I would put salmon in mine.
I can see it.
Yeah, healthy stuff.
That would be, that's unusual.
Well, I had a salmon omelet before, and it's probably one of my top 3 omelets I
Okay,
like.
whoa, sir.
No,
Sir.
no. So I'm curious, Sarge. What is all in a salmon omelet?
I can't remember, but it was really good.
Salmon, cheese, eggs.
Something
Salmon
fishy.
eggs, all that good stuff.
Hmm.
Where'd you have it at?
I think I was down there. I don't remember where, but I think I was down there where you were at, Ace.
Huh. Weird. I haven't seen that around here. Honestly, I haven't seen it. Huh.
Maybe I was not right in the head at that time and I was somewhere else. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Mess around. Your favorite ingredients on a breakfast burrito?
First of all, you can't have burrito without bacon. You gotta have bacon. And then I'm gonna put some eggs with chorizo, cilantro, Yeah, turn the hot sauce. Can I have the hot sauce?
Okay. So before you got on here, Isaiah said that he has to go with Fruit Loops and Cheerios.
Cheerios on a burrito?
Yeah, that's what he said. Fruit Loops and
Yeah.
Cheerios on a burrito.
It's a toddler burrito, by the way.
Why does that not surprise me?
I even said I would stuff a McGriddle bun. You know that like McDonald's McGriddle bun
Pancake.
with the pancake with the
Pancake.
maple syrup in there. Just stuff it in there as well.
All right. Big B, save this, please.
Well, it's kind of funny, you know, we bring up food and two of the biggest food eaters probably on the network join the show. So, you know, me and mess around. But yeah, you got to have the tortilla. You got to scramble up some eggs. You got to put a little crispy bacon on there, some sausage, onions, mushrooms. Yeah, you got to have some hash browns on there, wrap it up. And I'm not a hot sauce guy, but once in a while I'll put some hot sauce on there, or, you know, but and some cheese, like Chrissy said, some cheese. But, you know, Isaiah with his Fruit Loops, Cheerios, I don't know what he's singing. He's smoking some shanky or something when he's making his burritos.
Pancake and maple syrup as well.
Shaky's back.
Shaky.
The
The
kid's
Shaky
back.
talk is back.
Maple syrup on a burrito. Okay.
Yeah, these have always been some interesting ones. I will tell you what.
No, Isaiah, hot dogs, no.
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 That's
not hot
disgusting.
dogs.
That's-
No. But since we're at that point, though, now we're gonna finish up.
Oh, hold on, Ace, before we finish. You know how when people smoke the little wacky tobacco, the shanky as we call it?
Yeah.
Could you guys see Isaiah smoking that and what kind of food concoctions he would come up with?
Oh, he'd come up with all kinds of insane ones, that's for sure, if he was smoking the shit.
I mean, oh,
I think Isaiah would enjoy a hookah.
yeah, I don't know. All right.
All right, you guys ready?
Ready.
Because does anybody know what we're doing?
Trivia.
No.
We're gonna laugh
not
at
trivia.
Isaiah's answers. That's what we're doing.
No.
We're fighting the bobcat. Is that what we're doing?
No.
No, we're not
We're
finding
not looking for a bobcat. We're not looking for
They're
a
in
mountain
Charlotte.
either.
No, we are actually doing more.
Isaiah kind of.
Oh.
Somebody cut out. It sounded like for a second.
Yeah, you.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna do some more would you rather questions. I really like these. All right.
The good ones.
These are fun. All right. So Sarge, we're gonna start out with you here. So would you rather be half your weight or sorry, would you rather be half your height or double your weight?
Oh, half my height. Then I could be a midget wrestler.
Okay.
You can take out Hornswoggle.
There you go.
All right. So Isaiah, would you rather be the only person who speaks out of their butt, or
He does that for a living.
Do that?
He already does that already.
or be the only person who doesn't speak out of their butt?
Aw.
Oh
Oh, boy.
The fact that you have to think about that you know your answer is really going to be bad or stink.
Wait, what were my options again? I couldn't really hear
Oh.
it.
Oh my God,
Would you
Isaiah.
rather be the
Yes.
only person who speaks out of their butt, or be the only person who doesn't speak out of their butt?
Oh, easy. The first one, so I can be unique. I can stand out.
Well, you're
Isaiah,
unique, all right.
do you know how
You don't
expensive
need to
that
do
dentist
that. You
would
got
be?
that down. You got that down.
I would be
Isaiah
the
wants to
Guinness
talk
Book of
out of
World
his butt.
Records.
He does that for sports already, so it's
He
Mhm.
wants to talk out of his
He
butt.
does
You gotta
so
do
great being unique that you can take a picture of himself just sleeping.
that.
I
All
was
right,
waiting for a mouse to run across them on that one.
John,
A rat.
would you rather, and this is for John, would you rather live with a barnyard of animals in your house or live in the barn with the animals?
I would say in the barnyard because at least when I can go in the house and take a shower in peace versus going in here. Oh my God, is that a pound of horse manure in the bathtub? I don't want to hear ba-dunk, 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 ba-dunk
Oh,
as I'm
God.
trying to take a shower because that really would be. It's just like that Family Guy episode.
Ew.
It's like that Family Guy episode where that horse just doesn't stop pooping, just keeps going. So
Ugh.
All
Is
right.
that,
sorry about that, but I just had
is that freshly pumped cow's milk in the bathroom?
Ugh.
All right. So, Christy, your question is: would you rather listen to one song for the rest of your life, or never be allowed to listen to the same song twice?
I listen to a lot of music. I'd probably go listen to one song for the rest of my life. Might as well.
Ooh.
Interesting choice.
Mm.
Wagon
All right.
wheel, Adam. All I got to say, wagon wheel.
All right. So, right. Thank you for that. All right.
You're welcome.
So, James, would you rather chew your toenails off or someone else's fingernails?
They're both gross.
Chew my toenails off.
Your toenails? Okay.
I'm not biting anybody else's anything.
Okay.
I'm not biting anything.
Gross.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
All right. Big B, would you rather have no internet or no cell phone?
Dang. I wouldn't be able to get all the cool sites either way. So, I'd have to go with the cell phone because I think the internet, has got me connected with a lot of old friends and stuff. So I'll go get rid of my cell phone.
Okay, your cell phone. Okay. All right. All right. Dave, would you rather be homeless or be in prison?
Oh my God, they both suck, but I think I'd rather go homeless because at least you have freedom.
Okay.
Go anywhere you want.
The person in prison just gets eaten out of the trash can. So
All right.
Sarge, I would
Sarge,
have a new house every day living elsewhere.
Sarge, would you rather your friend or your boss fall in love with you?
Ooh. I hope the wife's not listening.
Ooh.
Well, my wife is my boss, so
good answer. Good answer.
I'll go with a friend.
Which
I'll go with a friend.
I'd say. And then you read it.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So, Isaiah, would you rather never brush your teeth or never brush your hair ever again?
Oh, it's the hair because if I have like let's say like I wake up with chicken hair or whatever you guys call it, with that big looking thing like I'm a dwarf.
An afro?
Yeah, I
mean,
think that's what.
It wouldn't be as bad as like you're trying to talk to people and your breath just smells like a trash can that hasn't been taken out in 5 days. So yeah, definitely the hair. Because then I would still have friends, but with the breath, it's like you would be alone. No way.
Okay. All right.
What was that question? Because I want to make sure I heard you right, Adam.
It was would you rather never brush your teeth again or never brush your hair again?
Oh, easy. It's you brushing your teeth. Have you? I mean, that's easy.
But
And-
Isaiah's talking all this butt already, so I mean, what's the point of brushing his teeth?
Right?
All right, John, would you rather eat fast food every day or never eat at any restaurant again?
Eat fast food. You say eat fast food every day.
Yeah, would you rather eat fast food every day or never eat at any restaurant again?
Oh, that's tough.
I'll just go with fast food. I'll just take a couple of fiber pills and I'm good to go.
Just go to Taco Bell. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Taco Bell and fiber pills. It's like you never Taco Bell and fiber pills. It's like you never even ate Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
You leave an explosion everywhere you go.
Sliding in your home, panther full of foam, diarrhea.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Where did this show go?
Especially with
off the
Isaiah's
rails.
takes. Especially
So-
with Isaiah's takes. They're like flaming diarrhea everywhere he
Christy,
goes.
would you rather eat animal or sorry, that wasn't the question for you.
Okay.
Would you rather work cleaning up toxic waste or as a mortician's assistant?
Well, both sound really gross, but if I had to pick one or the other,
Poop.
toxic waste.
Poop.
Oh,
Toxic
that would be a mortician. That'd be
Okay.
fun. Like, and people won't have to talk back to you.
Because hey,
James, your question would be: would you rather eat animal brains or animal intestines?
The hell? I guess brains, but somehow soften them. Put some hot sauce on it. But don't tell me tell me what it is, and then I'll just
Might
have
have to throw some Fruit Loops and Cheerios on there.
Oh, okay. Is it bad that I have the Taco Bell app or the what?
Oh.
All right.
no, just some fiber pills, James. You're good to go.
So,
This is for you. Okay.
would you rather eat mystery leftovers that have been in the fridge too long, or a stranger's leftovers that they left on their plate at a restaurant?
Mystery leftovers or something the strangers eat left on a plate?
Would you rather eat mystery leftovers that have been in the fridge for?
I would have to go with a stranger's food at a restaurant or something because, I mean, I don't mind leftovers, but they've been in there some time. You get some funny stuff growing on there. Nah.
It's more protein.
Ooh.
Is that it? Ace Freeze?
Yeah,
I think so.
he's frozen, so I think I'm gonna have to come up with some would you rather questions.
Oh
No, Isaiah. Okay, so Sarge, would you rather
Wait, it's me.
It's Dave's
have a
turn.
show of Isaiah's sports takes, or have to eat some of Isaiah's food recipes for breakfast foods?
Hmm.
Give me a sports takes. I like to laugh.
Okay. The Big B. Would you rather Kirk Cousins be your franchise quarterback for the next 15 years and go 0-16, or have Isaiah be your personal butler?
Oh, I'm thinking Isaiah's my personal butler. I have a lot of things that guy could do.
Okay, so mess
Start
around,
with
Dave.
washing my feet.
Would
Oh
you
my
rather?
God.
Would you,
Gotcha.
and then, washing the feet's not the biggest issue. There's other parts that are much worse than that. Believe me,
Yeah.
for me. Just- okay, mess around, Dave. Would you rather have pineapple on your pizza, or have Isaiah make you his fresh homemade baked potato?
I'm gonna go with the big potato.
Oh yeah, that's my guy right there.
Remember, Isaiah puts Fruit Loops and Cheerios and probably ketchup on it, so that would be very
Ugh.
gross. Okay,
Jeez, ketchup.
Christy, would you
Yes.
rather Dak Prescott and the Cowboys win the Super Bowl next year, or Isaiah get all of his sports takes 100% right for the next year?
Oh, you know the answer to mine. It's Dak Prescott and the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl next
Oh,
season.
here's this condition.
What's the
Dak
condition?
Prescott is, I guess Ace is coming back. Oh, he
Oh.
probably blipped out like half the Avengers.
Yeah.
Don't
We
worry,
got you back.
I made
Alright,
up some
well-
questions while you were gone.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So my question was for Dave on this one here. So sorry, my internet kind of cut out there for a second, but I'm back.
Ah.
So, anyways, Dave, your question is: would you rather get diarrhea on vacation, or
God.
the day of a big presentation at work?
Okay.
Oh, this is easy.
Oh my
Too
God.
easy.
Give me the one at work so I can go home early.
Dude, it's vacation because at least on vacation it's just you. Because knowing my coworkers, I wouldn't hear the end of it, and I work with
Yeah.
kids, so a bit, haha, Mr. John crapped his pants. I wouldn't hear the end of that for weeks.
Oh boy.
I'm taking the work one. I'm like Dave. Get to go home early. Let's do it.
I think we all should throw one at Ace. You know,
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, Ace, would you rather the Packers keep Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback and win the Super Bowl this year? Okay, no, let's make it worse. Would you rather the Packers go 0-17 for the next 8 years straight, or Isaiah make you his homemade Fruit Loop baked potato recipe every morning for breakfast?
Oh,
The
that's
Fruit Loops
that's a
and
simple one.
Cheerios and hot sauce and hot dogs.
That's a simple one because number one, I can't do anything spicy. I legitimately can't. It would
he
make
can't
me
either,
sick.
so it's okay.
And then and I wouldn't eat any of his crappy crap that he makes. So
So either that or the Packers go 0-16 for the rest of your life, or 17.
yeah, you know what? And if that's the way it's got to be, then that's the way it's got to be. But I'm not touching any of
Take
Isaiah's
one for the
food.
team. Take one for the team.
Take one for the team.
Oh my god!
I'm not,
Okay,
I'm not
so
touching any of Isaiah's crappy food.
here's the one I asked Big B. I asked Big B, would you rather Kirk Cousins be your franchise quarterback for the next 10 years and they go 0-17, or Isaiah be a personal butler for the rest of your life? And he said Isaiah being a personal butler.
all right, who's next? Who's got one
Oh,
for
yeah.
Ace?
All right. Cool. So, yep, I'll go one last question for everybody. So, Sarge, this one will be you. Would you rather go camping by the sewage or by the garbage dump or the sewage treatment plant?
So I have a house full of boys, so let's go with the sewage plant. I'm used to it.
So go with the sewage plant.
Oh goodness.
I thought you were gonna say the garbage dump because then they can make it their personal playground.
No, that they have to get like tetanus shots. I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
That'll ruin the fun.
All right. So, Isaiah, would you rather drink all the half-empty drinks or smoke all the cigarette butts the day after a big crazy party?
The drinks, so I can get lit for sure.
Yeah, but the only
party's
thing is, some of
full,
those drinks might have cigarette butts already in them. So
Yeah,
Oh.
well, good point there.
Yeah.
A lot of backwires and floaties. Yeah. Go ahead, Isaiah. You have it.
or two spit, even worse.
Yikes.
Been there.
Yeah, yeah.
No, we don't want to know.
No.
Are we sure about
That was accidental. That was definitely accidental.
No, let's just leave it at that.
All right. All right. So, John, your question is: would you rather marry the most boring person you know, or the most
Isaiah?
intense and demanding person that you know?
I would rather do intense and demanding because at least you can go do stuff outside the house. Boring being, oh, let's just stay inside. Let's not go and because screw that. No, I would rather be somebody demanding because at least even though they're both toxic and they're both terrible, just like listening to Isaiah talk football, at least maybe there's something positive out of it, even though it's still very toxic.
All right. So, Christy, would you rather swim with sharks or spend the night in a forest with mountain lions?
I'll take the risk and spend the night in the forest with mountain lions. I mean, considering my town had one wandering around recently. Oh.
I actually
All right.
kind of swim with sharks, actually.
Mm.
Yeah, there's like a zoo here that they put you in a tank in a cage, and you're underwater with like all the like the air with the mat with the scuba gear,
Hmm.
and they open the cage for you, and the sharks like get up to your face and everything. It was pretty cool.
Mm. That looks kind of scary to me.
All right. So, whose question was it? Oh, I believe it was James. All right.
Oh,
So
you're
let's
lucky.
see. All right. Would you rather? Yes. Would you rather have to announce every time you are going to fart, or
Ooh, I already do that.
Or-
I'm sorry.
fart extremely loudly every time?
Kind of one of my pet peeves too.
That's your pet peeve, is what you said?
That
Well,
you
like, I
fart
don't-
loud?
No, that I do it at all. I'm like
Oh.
always to not get
Oh,
caught.
Okay.
Gosh.
just grip it and rip it. Come on.
Just
Yeah,
Rip.
I'll be right back, and then
Dude.
just
Can you-
let it go.
Can it be announced every time I fart? Because since I haven't worked with kids and some of them still wear diapers, I can easily blame it on them, and then therefore I'm out of the clear.
No, you have to get Stephen Ross to announce every time you fart. That's what you
Dude,
have
can
to
I get Joe Buck? Or no, I need what's his name?
Tim Ross,
From
not
college
Stephen
football.
Ross.
From college football.
College football. Gus Johnson.
Gus Johnson. He's going down to 30, and bam, he's gone. Oh my gosh, what was that, folks? Unbelievable trajectory. Bigger trajectory than Mahomes.
I would have my butler announce it every time I fart.
Who's that, Isaiah?
All right.
I'm
So,
surprised,
so,
John, you didn't say I want Callan to announce
Sir
every time
Big
I
B.
fart.
Oh no
Fart.
no.
so Big B, your question is: would you rather take a bath in salad dressing, or would you rather shower in barbecue sauce?
Ooh. What kind of salad dress are we talking about?
Just in
Barbecue
salad
sauce.
dressing.
I guess I would shower in barbecue sauce because, there ain't too many tubs that I can fit in anymore. So
Barbecue sauce.
funny.
Barbecue sauce
funny.
because at least your farts would smell like Rudy's.
Oh.
All right. So, last question here, Dave. Would you rather sniff butts like a dog when you meet someone new, or eat dog food every night for dinner?
Oh,
This is easy.
and the difference would be
Oh my god, that is terrible. I'm gonna go sniff butts like it's.
Dude, have y'all ever smelled dog food? Wet dog food literally smells like wet chard. No, I would
Oh my
rather
God.
sniff a butt.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He actually went with the one I didn't think he was going to choose.
Oh my.
Well, that's it anyways.
I might get murdered doing that though.
No kidding.
Hey, it's always fun. I love to ask these questions. They're always fun. They get outrageous. The show gets crazy. It's always a lot of fun. So, so Sarge, any final thoughts? I think he's frozen. All right.
Looks like he's frozen.
All right.
He's deep in thought.
So James, any final thoughts for you?
Well, I kind of have to go an Isiah route. This is my
wait.
pre-workout right here.
There you go.
And guess what flavor it is? Swedish fish.
Swedish fish.
I like it.
So,
I
but
like it.
anyways, everyone join the Four Bros tomorrow. I had fun on here actually. It was really fun. But join in with the Four Bro Radio Show tomorrow. We have our very first guest tomorrow. He's a Facebook public person or public. How do you say it? A public figure. That's what he is. Nikki T. So he has like over 50,000 people following him. So it should be a fun time with him on there. So join Four Bros.
All right, James, any final thoughts for you?
Oh, this has been probably one of the crappiest shows, if you get my talked a lot about crap. Well, I'll give everybody advice and don't go sniffing under, don't go sniffing people.
Isiah, he means you.
Yeah.
Especially at McDonald's, don't go sniffing people. Don't go sniffing seats. I've seen that before. Little kids do that. Thank you for having me on. Definitely not going to get a lot of sleep after all the crap talk. We'll see what happens. Thank you for having me on.
Hey, sometimes it gets wild and outrageous, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it gets wild and outrageous. All right. So, Christy, any final thoughts for you?
Well, I had a lot of fun, and thanks for letting me come on and all that. And it was just a lot of fun.
All right. And John.
I'm surprised though. This is kicking in with Isiah and Ace, and we haven't had a single Isiah moment during the show. So Isiah, I'm proud of you. Second, this show, despite it's a lot of fun, and you never know what kind of crap. Sorry, that came out wrong. That we're gonna talk about. And John said that wasn't intentional. I'm sorry. That we're gonna talk about. So it was good, and I'm just proud of you, Isiah. No Higgins moments.
So the Cheerios burrito is accepted now in society.
All right. And then Big B, final thoughts.
Oh, glad I got to join for the last half hour while my car's warming up here in cold Minnesota. It's always good to get those random would you rather. We do it a lot on Four Bros Radio, and some of the answers there are kind of wild too. So, but just keep checking us out on Coast to Coast because we got great content coming, and still waiting for Chrissy to do her own show too, so we can all watch that.
All right, and then Mess Around Dave.
Thanks for letting me come on here. I catch the last 15 minutes or so. I'm gonna get off here and go eat some Frito pie with some hot sauce and garlic I just added into it. It's gonna be good. Oh, and I have
Yeah. All right, and I definitely have to thank James for putting up with us tonight.
It's all crap.
Huh?
It's all crap.
Right? It's all crap. But no, we do thank you for hopping on and putting up with our crap talk tonight.
Oh yeah.
It's all good. It'll get me right to sleep.
All right. And then, so of course, I'm going to throw this over to my co-host Isiah. So, Isiah, for you, any final thoughts? And congratulations for no Isiah moments, minus the Fruit Loops and Cheerios.
Come on, give us a moment. Give us a moment. Don't let us down.
Yeah, it was a great show. No Isiah moments tonight. I think it had something to do with this Diet Coke. It made me tame tonight. Probably put something in there. Who knows? But great show. I can't wait for next week because I know that next week we're gonna have an even better show as well. And yeah, keep tuning in to Coast to Coast and MI6. We're in. Oh my God, I almost put it so wrong, but we're in a great time right now, and
How could that be wrong?
know,
It's just MI6.
I'm honest.
What would you possibly say that could be so bad?
I don't know.
Actually, we don't want to know. Don't answer
This
that.
drink has had.
Invoke the
it's got
fifth,
some
Isaiah.
rum in it or
Invoke the
whatever.
fifth. Invoke
Well,
the fifth, Isaiah.
So
Like
I
the
really
fifth.
do want to thank everybody for coming on. Thank you, Sarge, for making your first appearance on Kicking It with Isaiah and Ace. I hope you enjoyed yourself and had a great time. Thank you, of course, Isaiah, my co-host, my partner in crime on the show. Thank you very much, Isaiah. James Gonzalez, thank you again for hopping on the show. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. And then, of course, Christy, thank you for hopping on. John, like always, thank you. Big B, thank you for hopping on at the last minute for your last 30 minutes. And then, of course, Mess Around Dave. He catches
Oh,
up.
Isaiah.
And there goes an Isaiah moment
We
right
just
there.
had an Isaiah
Sorry.
moment.
Wait, what happened? What
Yeah, it
happened?
is. I knew you would let me
It fell off his
down.
bed. It fell off his bed.
Oh
Yep,
my
there you go.
gosh! Thank
There,
you.
there's
Thank
that
you,
Isaiah moment right there.
Never
There we
lean
had
back
our
on
Good job,
Isaiah
Isaiah.
moment.
I knew you
There you
would let
go.
me down.
Just wait till the post-show call.
So thank you very much for that, and I really hope everybody has a fantastic night. And you can catch us next Thursday for another episode of Kicking It with Isaiah and Ace. You all have a fantastic night, and we will see you next week.